Welcome back.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Oh man, it's GLaDOS.
It may interest you to know that the location of the artifact has shifted.
I do like the animation on the tendrils there, though.
It's moving toward a densely
Yes,
populated
it's
region to the east.
simple, but just looks right compared to other things.
It's really fluid and just kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where do your duties lie, Prince?
It is my duty to protect my father's kingdom.
He also sounds like Todd Habercorn.
I was just about to comment on that.
This game is just full of Todd Habercorn.
And you would
You
crush
love it.
all those who threaten its safety.
We must protect it at all costs.
I think it actually is probably the same voice actor, though.
The one you call Zhao
Maybe.
is taking something
I
very
have to check the
precious. Something
end
that
credits
puts
later.
the kingdom
Yes.
at risk. You're not going to let him keep it, are you?
That smirk.
Revenge is upon us, my fellow kin. We have confirmed who is responsible for the
Man, he's got at least like 15 guys here.
Yeah, he is ready to go to war.
His plans to steal our kingdom stone must be stopped. Deploy our sky battalion.
That's the name of a stage later.
They even capitalize it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Hello?
Deploy our chemical plant. You'll be going there later.
Just fire the chemical plant at them.
Oh, 5 more minutes. Ow! Good morning, Carol.
Ready the rail canyon. You decide which game I'm referencing there.
I was wondering when you'd be awake.
Sonic Heroes? That's the one I thought of.
Carol for that. She sleeps
There's
for like
also
half the day.
Tails Adventure, or Tails Sky Patrol, rather.
Totally worth it. Well,
Holy
anyway,
crap.
I got a call from that big panda guy I told you about.
I don't know why they chose to use Rail Canyon for both of those games, or rather, why Sonic
Actually, we
Heroes
have to
chose
go
Rail
meet him.
Canyon, but
We'll
whatever.
be waiting for us
Huh.
north of here.
I completely forgot about that.
Perfect. I fixed my radar last night so we can use it to find the meeting point.
Great. Ready, girls?
No.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm never ready. The opposite of ever ready batteries.
So that fade is used for when a stage starts, but it just goes to this cutscene
I
immediately.
think it's a little off.
I would, yeah, there, like I said, there's just this gigantic string of cutscenes between the second and third stages.
Right, but that's the
Kind
only
of
instance of
annoying.
it. That's the only instance of it happening with a cutscene. So it makes me believe that maybe there was a stage there originally, because I know there were cut
I
stages.
am General Gong of Shang-Tu.
It's also possible they just used the wrong transition.
Yeah, that's true too. But they still haven't corrected it after so many updates.
It's in the greedy little hands of Man Shao in our neighbor city,
If it were me, I wouldn't consider it a major enough thing to even bother changing in an update.
We want to try and resolve this thing peacefully if we can. So we're sending a neutral party to negotiate.
It's a thing Valve would probably change in an update, but Valve is meticulous and weird.
So you need us
Yes,
to fly
they
to
still don't know how to
Tokyo
count to 3.
and Zhao to give the stone back.
Precisely.
I feel like that joke will last
Right.
throughout
I
all of
assume
time.
We'll be
Mhm.
taking one of these planes.
You do know how to fly it.
Hell,
Of course I
even
do.
Square Enix is starting to learn how to count to 3.
When you get there, head straight for the city
I
hall.
mean, they did it
Sir.
one time, maybe.
Hope you're not afraid of heights. I'll be okay.
She should be okay. She can get the most height out of all 4 of y'all, ironically.
Nice.
Wrecked.
Nice. I remember first seeing this cutscene and immediately going, because the game actually hadn't continued yet.
Didn't you?
How did you know we were coming?
You seemed pretty determined to get that stone back.
So you're the thief Lilac was talking about.
I've been called worse.
I like how Spade's voice is way louder than everybody else's.
True, like I said earlier, you can definitely tell they use different mics
Tale of Sweet
Yeah.
and their own. Recording setup and all that.
Not only that, but I think Spade's voice actor is just really, really close to the mic.
We know who's responsible.
Nice try.
Will you just hold on a minute
Close
and
to
let us
eating it.
explain?
What, so you can throw me off again with your lies? Thanks, but I've had enough.
Weird.
He SBOs away.
Yes.
We'll cut him off with a huge shopping mall over there.
Got it.
Alright, so when you play as Torque, whenever you start a stage, you have to set your weapons up. Do you have
What
a
is
bus?
this radius shit?
That's more or less what it is. So the elemental crystals that you can find spread throughout the stage, they're really meant for Torque to give him a ammunition, but grabbing any element just gives you ammunition for whatever reason. But yes, you have 3 different weapons: Flyer, Buster, and a bomb. And you can actually change the types during any point of the stage.
But Torque, you need your disguise. Anyone can see you now.
Well, he's
Yeah.
just gonna shoot them, so don't worry about it.
It's fine.
This is a really fun stage, though.
Yes. It's not my favorite, but it is a lot of fun.
I don't think it's my favorite either.
I think my favorite is oddly the first stage.
Oh, really?
I would have to play through the game again to really decide because I hadn't thought much about it, but just off the top of my head.
Okay.
Whoa, invincibility.
So intense. Alright, so Torque, he has the smallest special gauge out of the 3 that actually have it. That is
Smallest health bar, too.
Yes, both he and Mila, they can only have 4 petals. So he is a bit of a glass cannon, which is an understatement, because there are certain bosses that can take all 4 at once. Yay!
So does he make up for it in other areas?
I
Or is
would,
this just a hard mode?
I would say he's probably the best when it comes to bosses. There are some that he does struggle with, which we will see later. But he can also hover and dash at any time. And
Yeah, I was gonna say his hovering seems in a couple places it'd be broken as hell.
right, and there was an update to where the dash actually doesn't drain the meter anymore.
Huh.
Yes. And also he does have a standard shot, so you don't have to use the elemental ones, but why wouldn't you use the elemental ones? That's what. It's really easy to get ammo though, because there are
I'm
the crystals
willing
are
to bet
everywhere.
that if I played the game, I would run out of ammo constantly.
Right. But it really just depends on. No, I wouldn't say there's not one stage where it's hard to get ammo.
It is weird to think about ammo in like a 2D platformer though. That's not Mega Man.
Hmm. Oh, I suppose we should talk about the physics. They're
Oh yeah, you can run on the ceiling, right?
yeah, you can run up walls as well.
Yeah, the physics are not like Sonic 4 weird, but sometimes they are strange.
Yes, but I think that was intentional.
Probably it's not like they have anything to specifically replicate. Like if it was still a Sonic fan game, I'd say definitely the physics are not the way they should be.
Right.
But when it's its own thing, that's debatable. But sometimes you do run up, like you can just walk straight up walls, and that never feels natural.
Sure, but there are times where that's the only way you can get up stuff, as Mila specifically. So I don't know. I guess they were trying hard to make the stages work around all of the characters, but in the end, they're just little tiny areas that it just comes off as not natural, to put it lightly.
Yeah.
Torque, you can't bring a gun into a casino. What are you doing?
It's a shopping mall.
That's even less likely you can bring a gun to.
In Georgia you can.
Oh boy. That sounds like fun.
It is. Just, walking around, you see some guy with a holster on his side, and you're like, well, shit, I should probably leave.
I was actually in a GameStop a couple weeks ago and saw a dude with a fucking pistol on his side.
Yeah, at certain states you can just carry one on you, as long as you have a license.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's into Link's crossbow training.
Oh.
There's There's a law in Texas apparently going into effect later this month that is going to allow you to carry like knives and swords so long as it's like visible.
So can I carry my weeb swords?
Totally. So long as you make it obvious and you're in Texas.
I can kind of carry my rapier around. Awesome.
So he made a tweet about imagining some guy in Texas just walking up to you and pulling out a sword and challenging you to a duel.
That would probably be me.
And similarly, Canada made dueling legal again earlier this year.
Again?
Again, yeah, because it used to be strictly illegal, and then earlier this year they made it legal.
When I hear dueling, I imagine Yu-Gi-Oh! So
Illegal Yu-Gi-Oh cards, now legal.
Sure. This boss again.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Torque's hover lasts way longer than it should with how long the meter is.
You think so?
Yeah, like it should. The hover should drain the meter more than it really does, I feel.
I think it's too short, but it does make up for the fact that you can move a good distance while hovering.
Yeah, like it's not like an issue, just a weird thing.
also Torque's on the plane. Like that's kind of cool.
Okay,
I
so
I like this boss because basically everybody fights it at the same time,
yeah,
regardless of who you're playing as.
Yeah, so if you play as Lilac or Carol through this boss, then you'll actually be running alongside it. If you play as either Mila or Torque, you will be in the plane, and if you're in the plane, it's pretty much the easy mode.
Yeah. Nice, you fired totally in the wrong direction, Sir.
Yeah, see that move is pretty much useless right there. So is this.
I fired diagonally below you.
It looks like you're firing records or something.
Fire the Rolling Stones next.
When you play as Mila, Torque's actually piloting the plane. When it's vice versa, she's just sitting there. Just saying.
Torque can't be bothered.
Well, Mila's not piloting the damn. Oh yeah, I missed a card.
Da-da-da.
Yep.
We kicked some serious tailback.
Why is that sound effect so loud?
Eh. This was edited months ago. I don't remember at this point.
Oh no, they're dropping candy corn.
Into the water! Those fiends!
Actually, you know what? Do that.
Hey, that's free candy corn. I
Yeah, but it's candy corn.
Remember what happened
I
to
don't
me
think
in the
I would. I wouldn't complain.
I would. It's candy corn. I would actually rather eat wax paper.
My one chance for re-election is gone!
Okay, now this is probably one of my favorite NPCs. He's so meme-tastic.
You, over there!
He's royalty. You have to bow. Oh.
Press down your control pad. There you go.
Do push-ups.
You four are the strangest bowers I've ever seen.
You bet we are.
Glorious! As a token of my
I love that.
each of you free reign over Zhao's shopping paradise. With this coupon for 5% off selected brands.
Yeah, 5%.
I'd actually take that.
What the heck? Why don't I just invite you over to
It
dinner?
depends on the prices, I guess.
You mean a royal feast?
I would take the food as well.
What about the stone?
That scoundrel
Who cares
Prince
about the
took it
stone?
from me.
There's
I won't
food.
even be able to chase him until my ships are repaired.
I don't even think the thieves care about the stone at this point.
Nope.
Well, Mayor Zhao, we would be honored to be your guest this evening.
Follow me then. I shall drown your sorrows in delicious chow mein. Don't worry about taking turns. I'm sure you must be hungry. So have at it.
Like how he has robots.
I don't
I love sushi.
understand that.
Me too.
They look like enemies, honestly.
They probably were enemies at one point.
Giant head on the wall over there.
It's like, we took these enemies out,
Pride
but
of
what should we do
my
with the sprites?
collection, and
Put him in a
Ancient
cutscene.
statue modeled after the dragons
Which
of
one?
the before
The
time.
Mary Zhao one.
What's special about them compared to
Which one?
You know, someone like
The
Lance?
one
That
with the
one.
feast.
What's special?
Genius.
Have them
Did
give
you
the
come
food.
from another
Their robot
planet or
butlers.
something?
Think about it now. It seemed like spring enemies if you try to hit them from
Magnificent creatures
above.
soared across
Well, no,
surface in the
you have no
forest.
reason to jump on enemies
When
in this
they
game at all.
They'd be
Our
like that,
ancestors were so
would they be like
captivated
that
by
thing
its
from
power
Mario
and
64 that
beauty
just
that
fucking
the
throws you up in the
three
air?
kingdoms
Oh,
in its honor.
those things.
Shangmu,
Yes.
Shangdu, and Shuigan?
Thing in what dry world?
Bingo!
Yeah.
Yes.
And when the cities were built,
It's
the
in another
dragon
level, isn't it?
transformed into the
Ah.
legendary
I think it
kingdom
is.
stone we know and love today.
I haven't played through
Same
Mario 64 in a
stone that was
while.
heartlessly yanked away from me.
You took it first. Carol, manners. Sorry. Why
Manners
did
are for
you-
losers.
Why now?
Shangmu is on the brink of an energy crisis. With the stone in our hands, we could have solved it overnight.
And there they go again. They talk about the stone, but
I
we
don't think
just
this
never see
energy
the
crisis of
stones
yours is an accident.
and what it's capable of
I
doing.
think it's deliberate, and I think we know who is responsible.
And Mega Man 5 explosions.
I love how there are explosions like all over the place, but the battle's taking place in this one room.
Yeah.
I've heard them 1,000 times from 1,000 self-righteous warriors. Unless
But the
you
lectures are the fun
expect
part.
to say, the only thing that matters
No.
to me is
No,
how
they're not.
quickly I can cast you
Because then they
aside.
result in 20-minute parts.
I really have a lot of work to do.
You'll fail.
Ah, yeah, the best character in the game. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
But I wanted to know who he is.
I wish they would have at least given him a name.
Have you credited the intruders yet?
You
He's
know what?
credited. He's
Yeah,
credited in the credits
No,
too.
his
Actually,
name is Chris.
It honestly kind of feels like they just forgot to give him a name.
maybe.
Cloud in the sky.
Don't relax.
What you don't know is he was meant to be the sixth
Uproot
fabled
the
character.
stands and get back here immediately.
Of course, my lord.
Contact the crash site and tell them to refit our warp drive. I want the artifact to fit like a glove.
As you wish, sir.
We're getting off this rock.
Why?
Because
Yeah, you just got on it.
Exactly. You don't want to see the sights.
What a lovely idea.
smell the roses.
Oh, hey, Magister. Sorry about ambushing
You can
your
go see the
soldiers
Space
and
Needle.
desecrating your
Exactly.
Oh wait, this
Go
isn't Earth.
frolicking in the woods
No.
together with our makeup and pretty dresses.
You can go see, I don't know what
Your
else would be on here.
Excellency, we're a neutral party.
This place.
Send us to
You can go
speak
see
on
Relic
your
Maze.
behalf.
Yeah.
If he won't listen to the greatest ruler in all of Avalis, why would he listen to a bunch of kids?
Because we're the main characters.
Try?
Plus,
Pretty please.
you look like you're a child yourself.
Just imagine how much people are going to love you for reuniting the
I never
three
noticed how
kingdoms
short he
against
was
a
compared to everyone
common
else.
enemy. You'll be a hero.
With his hat, he doesn't seem that
A
small,
war
but,
hero?
you know, it's a hat, so he's got to be really, really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll help us then?
What the heck? It's worth a shot.
The greatest
Come here,
political
Shane.
decisions are made with, what the heck?
Ah, Trump.
So, was this just kind of hiding underground or near the side of the city?
There's a stage underneath a stage. Who would have thought?
But of course, it's equipped with everything you'll need for your trip, including your luxurious living quarters.
I wonder what the next stage is called.
Good luck, my
No
friend.
idea.
I was gonna make a joke.
Oh
about
right,
it.
it's chemical plant.
Ah,
I
right.
forgot.
I was gonna say Dreadnought.
Why so early? Wait, how did the shit get back there so fast? Whatever.
Alternatively, soda fountain.
Sort of fun. Is that from?
Reference
Yeah, so
reference
but
Musashi.
I was just thinking about that. But in the next part, we will get started with chemical plant, fountain of soda, and Knuckles. Yeah, see you then.
Part 2.
0.5 remix
HD. Turbo.
on Sega Saturn. Yeah, let's just stop.